What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Lifestyle Boost podcast. As your host, Dosia Mabo.
And Emma Mabo.
And we're back again with another video. So, over the past couple of weeks, the African Nations Cup has been going on.
Right, it has.
And what I noticed is obviously there was a match between Cameroon and Nigeria.
Yes.
And the thing about Cameroonians and Nigerians is that, like, I feel like we're like those siblings that are always fighting each other. That's what I feel.
I think that too. And let me enlighten y'all a little bit about this match because I was so passionate about this.
I didn't watch it. It was just too much pressure for me.
Every single minute of it. And I actually went to a Nigerian bar with Placide to watch this stuff.
Yeah.
So we ordered jollof rice. At the bar, they were even giving out free chicken.
Oh, that's good.
So Cameroonians were sitting on one side and Nigerians were sitting on the other side, right? And them Niger people, when I tell you they're so passionate about football,
of course
them
they
men
are
passionate about football and they don't give a crap. Like, I'm talking, when they won, they started singing their national anthem in the bar. Rise or combat. And I'm like, BFFR, you know what I'm saying? But the game was so intense because, like, you know, our best player, right? Our best player is Abubakar, right? And so he was injured, so he wasn't in the lineup. So he wasn't in the lineup. And so, like, maybe like last minute, they said Abubakar was gonna, be in the lineup and he's gonna join. So what happened was they put him in 20 minutes before the game was over. So because the way he was warming up and like all the ambience to get in, he was warming up. I thought he was gonna do something. This man touched the ball like maybe twice, and I'm like, bro, BFFR, but that doesn't cancel that he's still our best player. But Nigerians played really good. They played really good.
Oh no, shout out to them. I mean, if they won, then fair game. But it's just the way they were dragging us, bro.
Y'all do too much, bro. Like, y'all do too much. This one guy, because Nigerians have won, like, after Cameroon, they've won like maybe 2 other matches. They won against Ivory Coast and was it Ivory Coast? Angola. And they won against somebody else. And I think Ghana, they didn't play against Ghana, but Ghana was like kicked out a long time ago.
Yeah.
So I saw this dude, he made a video. He was like, Cameroonians, if it's to eat pepper, you will eat pepper. But if it's to play football, you will not play football. And because you know how our Cameroonian pepper is super spicy.
Yeah.
And he's like, if it's to eat pepper, you will eat pepper. If it's to play ball, I'm talking, they dragged us on Twitter. They dragged us to filth on Twitter. And then, I was on there too because I'm a Twitter warrior. Like, don't be coming for us. So this one girl commented and he was like, it was a guy, he commented, he was like, he was just, this is like listing all the countries that Nigeria has won against.
Yeah.
He's like, he wants to eat Angola meat wrapped in Cameroonian pepper. And they should put it in Ghana must go.
Oh, fuck off.
And I was like, y'all are wrong for this. You know what I'm saying? He said he want Angola meat that I've seasoned in Cameroon pepper and they should put in Ghana must go. And I was like, bro, like BFFR. So what it is Angolans, right? I guess in Angola, they have like super nice meat. I don't really know too much about Angola, but I guess they have like, they're famous for like their beef or whatever. I don't know. But I'm guessing that's what he was relating to when he said he wanted like Angolan beef. And he said he wants it rubbed in Cameroonian pepper. Now, if you don't know nothing about Cameroon,
no,
Cameroon pepper is hot.
It's
like,
spicy.
It's so spicy. Like, I'm talking spicy. So he said he want Angola because obviously I guess Angola is like famous for their beef. He said he wants Angola beef rubbed in Cameroon pepper, and then he wants them to put in Ghana must go. Now, a Ghana must go is like a saxamoto. Right?
Yeah.
It's like it's like a saxamoto, but like it's a bigger bag.
It's a bigger bag, yeah.
It's a bigger bag, and it was super common in Ghana at the time, I think. And then they started calling it Ghana must go. So that's super famous. So he listed like
is that why they call it Ghana must go?
I honestly, I don't know, but I guess that shit.
Yeah,
because why would they call that shit Ghana must go?
I have no idea.
why they gonna call that shit Ghana must go? I don't know.
If there are any Ghanaians watching this, why do they call that bag?
About Ghana must go?
What's the story behind Ghana must go? Because I don't know why they call it Ghana must go.
I'm personally thinking that it has to do with soccer as well, but honestly, I don't remember why.
Yeah, no. If there are any Ghanaians in our comment section, please tell us the story
of
behind
what Ghana must go.
Because I don't know why it's called Ghana must go.
Back home, we were taunting Ghana for like something when they started doing the Ghana must go thing.
Yeah.
And like people were like even singing in the street, but honestly, I don't remember why. why that was. But yeah, the AFCON was like, it was fun. But I'm waiting for Nigeria's downfall because when they were, because Rex, I had texted Rex, right? And I was like, I hope you all are ready for us to whoop your ass because Abu Bey is gonna be in, because Abubakar, right? They were calling him Abu Bey. So I was like, Abu Bey is gonna be playing today, and I hope you all are ready for them to whoop your ass. And he was like, I'm not gonna say nothing. So when they scored the first goal, he texted me, "How far now?" He was like, "How far now?" And I didn't respond. I was just silent. I was like, because the guy that scores all the goals in Nigeria, his name is Lukman. So I was like, now wait till this Lukman self. And then they scored the second goal. He's like, I say, don't quiet. And then when the game was over, he started calling me. And I'm like, what about Rex? He's gonna taunt you for that shit, bro. And Nigerians are just, they're bullies, bro.
They are. Like they are. They were dragging people to the ground.
They will drag every single country that they win, but I don't think they drag anybody more than Cameroon, because
for real.
One of these Nigerian guys had the audacity to go into, it was on Clubhouse. You know how Clubhouse everybody talks, right?
Yeah.
This guy gonna go into a Cameroonian Clubhouse, right? And he was like, I said, my brothers, I just came to say hi and command to t'appelle. I was like, you must have some audacity to go into a room when Cameroonians have lost and say command to t'appelle. Are you mad? That shit was so funny.
No, it's comical. My God,
Nah,
like, I couldn't watch the match. It was too much pressure for me.
No, like
it was too much.
I'm telling you, it's funny because the night before I had worked, and then when I came back, I took down my Christmas decor and like cleaned my apartment and everything, and I went to sleep for 2 hours. Plus, he started calling me because he was either gonna pick me up or I was gonna meet him there. So I was like, I'm gonna drive there because I had to pick up Kara at the airport. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna drive there. I slept 2 hours just because I wanted to watch this match. And I have an app on my phone. Like, I can show you the lineup right now. And I'm waiting for Nigerians to lose because they dragged us too much. But yeah.
I would join them because like I saw a couple of the comments. I was like, bro, Nigerians are terrible. Like, they would drag you to the mud.
Yes,
like,
they would drag you to the mud. And I'm like, bro, but we're like those siblings that don't get along.
Like, I feel like Cameroon and Nigeria, that those siblings, that is like the second to the last born and the last born. They're always pulling each other's hair. That's how I feel.
That's our dynamic.
I know. Like, I feel like that's Cameroon and Nigeria because it's terrible.
Yeah.
But like, even I was gonna bring this up. You know who? A couple of weeks ago, I think it was like 2 weeks ago. There was the Grammys, right? And you know Tyler, right? The girl that sang.
She won.
She won. Okay, let me tell you something. When she was nominated, right? Everyone was like, yes, like that. They've nominated an African queen. Da 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 da. Tell me why this girl wins, and the entire comment section is like, oh, she sang a dumb song, and now and they're from Africans. That's the thing that's killing me, is that they're Africans that are the ones.
What do you mean she sang a dumb song? Everybody knows that song.
Listen, they were like, literally, I can pull up the comment section. It's madness. They were like, oh, like she sang a dumb song and she's winning the Grammys, and like all of the comment section was like, oh, Davido sang a better song, Burna Boy sang a better song. I'm like, what are you guys talking about?
The thing is, they have their biases. Their bias is Davido. Their bias is Burna Boy. But at the same time, like, Water is a big song.
It is.
It's not a small
she's
song.
She's
like,
just 22, and that was her first album or something like that, or whatever.
That was her first award too. That was her first award.
That's amazing.
And I'm like, y'all need to give people their flowers, because it's not like Water is some random song that she just created and it was just popular only on TikTok. I'm talking.
No. It was everywhere.
They're singing Water in Japan. I saw some Koreans dancing to that shit. Like, bro, it's everywhere. So I'm like, y'all get that girl her flowers.
The thing too about it is that, like, I think people are so far, like, people have like distance themselves so far from like the artistry of like people who make songs and music. At the end of the day, it's entertainment. Whether it means something or it doesn't mean something, I think that like people are they're so separated from the whole thing. And this is unrelated, but like when it came to Panda, I was gonna say Panda. When it came to Wakanda, a lot of people went and watched the show and they were upset. And I'm like, this is fiction. You guys know Wakanda doesn't exist,
it's not
right?
A real thing,
it's not a real thing. It's fiction.
Entertainment.
It's like entertainment, and
people get so consumed in like the entertainment world, but it's like, this is fiction, bro. It's
almost like you watching a movie in the Wakanda scenario. They're watching a movie. Look at me going to go watch a movie and leaving, and I was like, oh, I felt a type of way about that movie. Da, da, da. There are so many other movies that I could get upset by.
Let me tell you what you mentioned that, and what came to my mind, entertainment wise, is the Megan Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj beef.
Oh, I don't actually know what's going on with them. You know? But let's finish with Tyler first.
Yes, let's finish with Tyler, right? But like Tyler sang a good song. Like
I think she
whether
did.
you like it or not, I love Davido to pieces.
Yeah.
I listen to Burna Boy every single day, but at the same time, you gotta give this girl her flowers.
See, that's what I was getting out of it is like I saw those comments. I'm not just speaking about something that was someone
nasty,
that I
dog.
read. Like I literally went through the comments. And this was E! News because I don't follow the Shade Room. The Shade Room is just too much for me.
Too toxic.
Yeah. So this was on E! News where they posted it, and it was full of Nigerians, and they were like, "Oh, like it should have gone to Burna Boy. It should have gone
Come
to
on now.
like Nigeria should have taken." And I'm like, bro, we're all Africans,
Like,
bro. Like
we gotta be a team over
here. Yeah, like we gotta back each other up.
Yeah, and I did see that too, and some comments was like Afrobeat is straight up Nigerian. I'm like, no, bro, like y'all need to quit. Like there's Amapiano, there's like, Tyler's Amapiano is like South African. Tyler is South African. Shit, we have LeBianca that came out with people.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, y'all need to calm down. At the same time, we're a team, bro.
I'm
like,
gonna
come
give
on.
them their cookies. Like Nigeria is literally their artists are the ones that have pushed Afrobeat because like they are really good. So like I will give them their cookies.
We're not even arguing that, but at the same time, it's like y'all don't shit on this girl.
Yeah, like I feel
her
like,
album was good.
I feel like based off the comments, like they were making it seem like it only has to be Nigeria that wins this type of awards.
Bro.
But it's like no, like we're brothers and sisters. You know what I mean? Like
exactly.
If someone from fucking Sudan or someone from like Libya, like wherever the coast is, like if someone from there,
Egypt, like literally,
if someone is winning, we all are winning.
We just need to be happy because at the end of the day, Afrobeat is like from the continent of Africa.
Yeah,
it's not just from a specific country. Like Tyler, like I said, she's a great artist. Like that song was sensational, bro. Like
it was
literally
a great song. Even the visuals were insane.
And then she dances in every of the. If she does any performance, she like dances. Bro, I thought it was a good song. Like,
yeah,
come on.
No,
now.
like it just broke my heart to like see that like the comment section was like, oh, she didn't deserve that. It should have gone to Burna Boy. Should have gone to
have
like
those people that were saying those nasty stuff. They have TikToks make me swear.
That's what I'm saying.
And that's what's shitty, man. I don't like stuff.
Yeah,
like
so to me, like I support Nigerian songs. I love Nigerian songs. I feel like their artists are like superb. Like the artists are great, and like I would always back Nigeria 1000%. But like I really didn't like the fact that like some Nigerians were in the comment section just dragging this girl and saying like,
that's not
oh,
cool.
She doesn't even identify as black. Like what are you talking about, bro?
Now.
Like you do know South Africa is like both white
and black,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Like she's
about?
Obviously mixed.
Yeah,
and she obviously has like one white parent.
It really made me sad. Like
that doesn't change her freaking
there were some people that were like obviously backing her up and saying like, you guys need to drop it. It's not just Nigeria that has to get everything. You know what I mean?
Y'all need to calm down. The thing is, people get so consumed in the entertainment world, and this just leads me to talk about the Megan Thee Stallion and Nicki Minaj beef.
I don't know what's going on with them.
Now, the thing with that beef is, and it's crazy, they're like doxing people too. Like I'm not even trying to talk about this stuff, but pretty much what's going on is Megan came up with a song, right? Mm-hmm. And on the song,
like a diss track or something like that.
It typically kind of was a diss track because she came at everybody, and she said on there that these hoes don't be mad at Megan. This hoes mad at Megan's law. Now, what Megan's law is some law that talks about sex offenders. Mm-hmm. Now, if you know, Nicki Minaj's husband is a registered sex offender. Yeah. So you obviously knew that Megan was sending shots to her, or thought that Megan was sending shots to her. And this bitch went spiraling on Twitter. I'm talking spiraling on Twitter.
Who is this, Nicki?
Yes, Nicki. She went spiraling on, going crazy. It's almost like she had some kind of breakdown. People were even thinking that, she was like high of something.
Well,
this is not me.
What
People
was she saying?
She was just going off, like cussing Megan out, writing. I'm talking, bro, you just go find her Twitter. You go on TikTok, you get a better understanding of what it is. But like, she was just cussing Megan out. And then within minutes, she came up with a diss song for Megan and called it Bigfoot and was insulting how Megan has big ass legs. And, insulting Megan. And she was like, Megan should stand on her good foot. Because obviously Tory Lanez shot Megan on one leg. And she was like, Megan should stand on her good foot.
The thing about Nicki is that, like, if she's not careful, people will not even talk about her in the next couple of decades.
But that's what is happening now, because people are like, this is nuts.
Because like I'm not gonna ride on Beyonce's dick like that. But one thing about that woman,
she's not gonna respond.
She is not gonna respond to
She's not
anything.
responding to nothing.
She is not.
She's way too big. She's way too big for that.
Yeah, create your propaganda and sit on it. Yeah, she's not gonna respond.
But Nicki is beefing with every artist, and then Megan came for everybody. She said this man be talking about BBL but walking with the same scars. And people,
What does that mean? I didn't understand that.
I think people were saying that she's throwing shots at Drake, allegedly.
Oh yeah.
Apparently Drake, not BBL, but they say he got lipo.
Oh, sorry.
In his stomach?
Yeah, to reduce his stomach and get them abs. Allegedly, bro. We don't know this.
I know, don't come for us.
Allegedly, we're just talking. Yeah, but like that's what happened. And so like Megan was going back and forth with Nicki was going back and forth with Megan. But the thing is, she was spiraling. I'm talking. Nicki was like going crazy, and people were like, "Bro, you have to be on something to be acting like that." And Megan didn't say not a word to her. Megan posted a picture of herself laughing. You know, Nicki went back to Twitter and went nuts.
Oh my God.
You know, and I'm like,
oh my God.
You see how she's like. She was talking to Megan at the end of the song of Bigfoot. People are saying like, oh, y'all must not know Nicki Minaj because apparently Nicki Minaj has this alter ego called Roman. So with the Roman, she acts like pretty much weird and bizarre and like, you know, like it's just odd, you know.
Well, she needs to be in an insane asylum.
Like it's odd, you know, like, but they said that's her alter ego, you know. And I love Nicki's song. Don't come for me. I'm the messenger. Anyways, but like, you know, it was like odd, but pretty much people were like, oh, her spiraling on TikTok was not Nicki, it was Roman. I'm like, y'all are delusional.
It doesn't make any sense.
Nicki Minaj
she's the one
like
doing it, yeah.
It's nuts, man. And then her fans said they was gonna go dig up Megan Thee Stallion's mom off her grave.
What?
Yes. I'm like,
Really?
y'all are crazy. Like, all of y'all barbs need to go seek help.
They
Because
really said that?
They said they were gonna go dig up Megan's mom from the grave. I'm like, y'all are nuts.
That
Y'all
should
are
be
crazy.
illegal, isn't it?
Yeah. And people were like, I dare you. Like Megan fans were like, I dare y'all go over there. I dare y'all go over there. And they said, I guess like there's gonna be people guarding Megan's mom's grave. I think someone dropped the location or something like that.
Wow.
I'm like, y'all are nuts. Like to be so consumed into the entertainment world to want to do that. Y'all are gonna get locked up.
I didn't know that. I guess
yeah.
I must live under a rock or
You
something.
must live under a rock because it was crazy.
Like
I'm talking.
I kind of heard of it, but like I'm not really crazy about artists like that to like go
and
through
the
that.
thing is, like, if you're on TikTok, you can't miss that because every couple videos they're just talking about that, and then they started doxing people. I don't really know what doxing is, to be fair, but
isn't that when someone has your location and they start sending stuff to you? Isn't that it? Or they start like, or they put your information
let's look it up.
out there.
Oh, I think it's putting your information out there.
Yeah,
I think that's what it is. Let's see.
Because I think they had done that to one of my professors, where like they just randomly
yes, it's posting private identification about people.
Yeah,
okay.
and then they start sending stuff to them. Yeah.
So the people that came out and spoke about the situation against Nicki Minaj, her fans started doxing them.
Wow.
Yes, and you know, they started doxing people. This one little white boy had spoken about it and said, like, you know, the fact that Nicki Minaj is that big and acting like a child is actually nuts. And they doxed this white boy. They got his Twitter. I don't know if it was Twitch or whatever. They got it banned or whatever. They got him banned from TikTok. They just doxed this boy.
People are
and
scary.
Then this other girl in Alabama, I don't know what her name is. I wish I could remember her name. But she lives in Alabama and she spoke about it and she was like, this is nuts. Y'all made this little white boy get doxed and it's ridiculous. You know what they did? They posted it. They doxed this girl and posted her shit on Twitter. And this girl made another video and said, you know what? In the back of that yard is 2 German Shepherd. In this room is a gun. If you want to leave alive, don't show up. I dare y'all come to my crib. You know what I'm saying? I'm
absolutely.
like, because y'all want to get so consumed in celebrity drama that y'all start doxing people is nuts.
That's
you know what I'm
crazy,
saying?
you know. I can't like someone that much or
It's
like
crazy.
a celebrity that
And
much
I'm
to act out like
I'm
that.
like, I get
I
the
just
beef.
can't.
I get that you and Megan and Nicki are beefed up, but like, if your fans are going to that extreme, what do you think to like caution them? Like,
I was just about to
that's
say, like,
nuts.
wouldn't she say something?
Yeah, don't do physical, don't make threats, don't do any of that.
Exactly.
As soon as somebody does that, then that gives them the right to self-defense.
Yes.
And if they shoot you and kill you,
If they shoot you and kill you, you trespass though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, literally, because like you're not gonna trespass on someone's land and threaten your lives, and then when they execute self-defense, you can't say nothing about that.
People are really crazy out here, you know.
But why would you go that far for a celebrity that doesn't even know you?
That's what
you know.
that's
I think
what's
that's
annoying
nuts,
me. Like
man.
That's
you
what's
know?
annoying me is that like it's okay to like celebrities, but like I don't know that I can like them to that point where like I'm willing to hurt another person over
Yeah.
someone who doesn't know what I am.
Oh, yeah.
But I think what's making me really sad is that Nikki's not saying anything
She's
about
not
this.
saying anything,
Like this is about Megan's parent that passed away. It's not something that is just
and
you know,
also
a minor thing.
in her little diss track, she mentioned like how Megan's dead mom is gonna be like so upset with her or some shit, and I'm like, the fact that this girl didn't even call your name in her song, but she got you this press.
Yeah, for all she knows, she might not even be talking about her.
But like she didn't even mention Nikki's name. She didn't call her government name. She didn't name drop her or nothing. But for you to be that pressed, that's nuts. You know what I'm saying?
And let's be honest, when Megan Thee Stallion came out with that second one, did you hear the second one?
No.
Man, she made another song after. She was basically a rebuttal to the first one because, like you said, she didn't say her name in the first one.
Mm-hmm.
But Nicki Minaj got super pressed about it, and then Megan was like, "All right, shoot, now I'm going to actually."
No, I'm actually gonna call your name.
Right.
Yeah.
So she did the second song, and let's be honest, when you hear, I'll show you that song later, but that song was fire. It was actually a pretty good song. Like, it was way better distracting
Than Bigfoot.
Yeah,
I didn't even listen to Bigfoot,
No, I
honestly.
haven't. Well, see, here's the thing though. I feel like Nikki is always like, she feels like every new artist that comes up is about to take her crown.
Yeah,
but
and
it's like that's
at
not
this
a, that's
point.
not
At
a
this
thing,
point, it's
though.
like, is there any crown left though for you
That's
to be
what I'm
acting like
saying.
this? Like, it's not
the
worth
thing
it.
is that
She did that to Miley Cyrus too.
Bro, she did that
she
to
did
everybody.
that to
you could think
everybody.
of.
Like even all like
Mulatto,
she did
bro. She did a mulatto.
She felt threatened by Cardi B as well. And in my opinion, I feel like if Cardi and Nicki ever collab to make a
It's
song,
gonna be a fire ass
it is
song,
gonna be
first
a
of all.
fire
Yeah.
ass song. You know what I mean? But the thing is, not saying that Cardi is like right either, because I know Cardi also goes crazy. But it's like, I feel like she's doing too much.
Y'all don't gotta be that beefed up.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
anything,
yeah.
you're just proving people's points that you're a bully.
Yeah, she doesn't
know?
have to. She doesn't have to always like think that any new artist that's coming up. Because guess what? There's always gonna be new artists,
And
it's
I think
never gonna stop.
I think the dynamic with her is that if a new artist is coming up and the new artist collaborates with, let's use the example of Glorilla, right? Let's say if Glorilla collabed with Cardi B for Tomorrow 2, I don't think Nicki's ever gonna collaborate with Glorilla. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, if someone that is coming up collabs with Cardi or anybody she's beefed up with, automatically
doesn't?
she's not gonna collab with you. You know, I feel like that's her dynamic, and
Yeah.
I just think it's weird. But yeah,
But yeah, that's the whole ordeal is crazy. I didn't know it was that bad. Like
it
I just thought it was like, oh, okay, they're just, you know, like it's because Nicki Minaj always has some type of controversy every couple of months or every year or something like that. So I didn't think it was that deep. But I love Megan. I think she's great. You know what I mean? And I think Nicki is great too. I just think that she is single-handedly destroying her career
because it's
herself.
like, bro, Nicki just came out with a fire ass album, like
Yeah.
Pink Friday 2 or whatever it was. The Fuck This Club Up, that was a really nice song. But it's like, bro, you don't gotta be beefed up with people like that. But anyway,
Yeah. Okay, guys. So we have now come to our segment. Again, if you don't know what our segment is called, it's called Teach Me What I Don't Know, where I ask Emma questions in the finance field and she asks me questions in the medical field. So do you want to go ahead? Do you have your questions ready?
I do have my questions ready. Question number 1. What are the components of the blood?
The components of the blood? The blood has components.
Yes. What is the blood made up of? So you just don't think it's that red stuff that you see. There's something in there. Like there's different parts of the blood. So can you tell me?
I have no idea. Even if I think, I'll come up with some bullshit. Like I don't. So there's something else that makes the blood red?
Yes, the blood is not just what you see. So the blood is composed of plasma, red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets.
Oh, okay. I've heard about that. Well, I
Yes.
didn't think like that's what.
That's what makes the blood, because the blood is, plasma is like white. It's like watery. Red blood cells, there's white blood cells, and there's platelets. Platelets is what makes the blood clot. So
Okay.
it's not
okay.
just, straight up red blood. There's obviously components.
Well, I got that one wrong.
Okay. She got that wrong. Next question. What is the longest bone in the human body?
You asked me this the last time. Is the femur?
Nice. Okay. The question popped up on anatomy, and I'm like, did I ask her this
Yeah.
before? The femur. So she's actually learning from the segments.
Yeah, I am.
Good. The next one. What is the weakest bone in your body?
Oh, the weakest bone.
Like, look at your body right now, and what do you think the weakest bone is gonna be?
I think it would have to be your neck bone. No?
You're not far off, though. You know, your clavicle is your weakest bone. The clavicle is around here, so that's not bad.
Yeah, a 0.5.
0.5.
Wait, what is the clavicle?
It's like right here.
Is it your neck bone? Is this
Is it
bone
this?
right? Is your color?
Hold
Is
on.
it the collarbone? I thought that was pretty strong.
No, it's not, honey. Yeah, the clavicle is right here.
Oh.
It's
Okay.
right here. It's the weakest bone. Like, if you have an accident, like if you have
I
like
don't wanna
a,
imagine breaking that.
if you have an accident, it's probably gonna shatter.
So Yai has like an eye phobia where he can't see anybody touching their eyes. For me, it's the bones. Like whenever I see like a shattered bone or a broken bone like sticking out of the body, like I'm
A
crawling
compound
out of my
fracture.
skin. Yeah,
That's a
like.
cool
ugh.
case.
Oh, when I
I would
see
love to
like
see that.
the worst part for me is when I see like those shows
Mm-hmm.
that like operate on the brain and they have to like saw inside the brain. I'm like literally dying when I see. I'm
I'll die to
spazzing
shadow
when I
surgery
see
like
it.
that.
Okay, next question. So I have a
Next one.
1.5 so far.
You got 1.5. Okay. How many chambers are in the heart? Pretty easy.
4.
Nice. Okay, that's it. I
The
went
fact
easy
that
on
I
her
guessed
today.
that.
That's pretty good. Name the 4 chambers.
I don't fucking know. I just know that far.
No. I'm
Okay, you're
switching
gonna
my
say
question.
the There you go.
No,
Name
but
the 4 chambers of the heart, because that was
that's
easy.
a different question.
A preschooler
Okay,
can get that as 4. That's a fit bonus. Name the chambers of the heart.
I don't know. I don't know what the chambers of the heart
Just
are.
think, like, what is the heart? It has ears and it has something in the bottom.
I know how to draw the heart because I remember it, but I don't know the chambers of the heart.
Well, it has atrium and ventricles, so that's it.
Okay,
me.
well, I have what, 2.5?
2.5. Good.
Great. So, I'm doing really well. I mean, last week I did good. That's amazing. All right, so now is a time for my question. Define the term volatility.
I have never heard that before, and I'm not even going to try. Tell me what it is.
Okay, so volatility refers to how likely it is for an investment to remain stable. Volatile investments are harder to predict and come with a higher risk. While stable investments aren't as risky, but they don't offer as much potential for profit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds about right. Next question.
All right. So next question: what are market indexes?
Index.
Yeah.
You
Remember
asked
the
me
last
something
time
about
I
index
had asked you
before.
what index funds are the last
Yeah.
time.
What were index funds?
So an index fund is a type of investment. It's a type of investment. So index funds could be like a Roth IRA or ETFs and stuff like that. That's what an index fund is.
So what were you asking me?
But this one I'm asking about something different though. So what are market indexes? That's what I'm asking.
You know how we personally have our own Roth IRAs? It's going to be something like that, but for like businesses.
Say that again.
You know how personal people have like their Roth IRAs?
Yeah.
Switch that to like businesses is something similar to that.
Okay, so it has nothing to do with whatever the fuck you just said, but but think about indexes as like a graph, right? And think about like how high it goes and how low it goes in that sense. Okay, so think about it that way. Now, a market index is a portfolio used to track the financial market by analyzing data from specific subsets of companies. Was that 2 questions so far? Yes. So the third question: what is a profit margin? And I can take you back all the way to Walmart because they used to talk about this in Walmart all the time. If you remember you and I are manager, but still, if you remember, let's take you back to your apparel days, the days of folding. So if you remember, they would always tell you guys to display the items that have a higher margin in the front because they sell more. Now, define what a profit margin is. I've basically
A
defined
profit
it, but-
margin, you basically gave it to me. It's like obviously displaying items that are more expensive in the front.
Shut up.
Display items that are more expensive in the front and have them sell faster than the cheap ones.
Shut up. That is not it. She's hurting my head. Like what?
Product margin.
Yeah.
Not
So a profit margin,
Yeah.
displaying items in the front that are more expensive. I have no idea. Profit is what you're gaining from the business.
So what is a profit margin then?
Profit margin. If you're gaining something. I don't know.
Okay.
Tell me.
So there's two types of margins, right? There's a gross margin, there's a gross profit margin, and there's a net profit margin, right? So a profit margin is a measure of profitability that's calculated by dividing the net income by revenue or the net profit by sales. Does that make sense?
No. I don't know why you're giving me some math equations.
You're giving us.
That's
You're
the
losing me.
definition. So the thing with finance is like it's hard for me to like create dummy terms for it. But okay, let me think of it. So your profit margin is basically like a percentage of how much you get in profit from selling a product.
Gotcha.
Does that make
That
more
makes
sense?
a lot more sense.
Okay, so essentially that would be what a profit margin is. Do you understand it now?
That makes more sense.
Okay, I had to
Yeah.
think about it to break it down. But okay, so that would be
Future reference.
That just gave me a brain fart, man.
Think about examples or something.
She talking about some this divided by this, and I was like,
yeah. Well, just think about it as like what like because when you sell something, you get a total revenue from it, but of that total revenue, like different portions of it has to come out. Whatever comes out in profit is your net profit, which I'm sorry is your profit margin.
Gotcha.
Like however whatever the percentage is, that's your profit margin.
okay.
Good Lord. Okay. Last question. What is valuation in finance? Think about value.
Value, that's
but
what I was thinking.
valuation. Yeah.
I think it's like it has to do with like how goods are being like or products are being like priced, maybe, or like valuation. It has to do with the value of goods, like as far as like the price versus the quality versus the quantity. That's what I'm thinking.
No.
Okay, what is valuation?
You got it. You were getting it close the first time and then you just threw it off with the second thing you said. But okay, so in simple terms, valuation is like the process of valuation is the process of determining the net worth of
Oh,
like
the
an
net worth.
asset
Uh-huh.
or like what a company owns. So we can use a house, for instance. You know how houses are always appraised? So valuation will be, there's literally people where their job is to like is to check the appraisal of a home, and they'll be able to tell you like, oh, this home is valued, it's worth this or worth that, and it could be for different assets that you have.
Gotcha.
But the process of determining what the value of that asset is what is called valuation.
That makes sense. I was getting close on that one. But
Yeah.
I got it wrong.
Okay, guys. Well, that is it.
That is it, guys.
You guys came down on me for like.
I almost had a
explaining-
brain fart at the end. That's nuts. But if you've watched all the way to here, thank you so much. We obviously always appreciate y'all being here.
And one thing too, guys, if you guys disagree with anything we say, please feel free to let us know in the comment
Oh, hell
section.
yeah.
Because we would love to have some type of discourse going on what you guys think. If you guys are
Yeah.
learning anything, if you guys agree or disagree, or even have anything to add on as feedback, definitely let us know. It
Let us
definitely
know.
helps.
And
And
we
don't forget to send us your dilemmas in the email linked below. It's in our description. If you have any stories you want to share with us that you need our unsolicited
Unsolicited
unsolicited advice. I cannot say that word for the life of me.
Anyways, y'all, thank you guys so much. And if you haven't already, check us out on Instagram, Spotify, TikTok, wherever you listen to your podcast. And we'll see you guys in the next episode.
Yes, guys. Bye.